Hi, my name is René van Bakel. Welcome back to Dolce Etruria. We're in Montalcino in a beautiful venue. It's called Castello Banfi. I'm here with a very special person, the #1 event manager of Italy, Sara Mazzei. Sara, I know who you are, but the people don't know who you are. Who is Sara Mazzei? Can you tell a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. How can I describe myself? Like a romantic dreamer. I think that is the best description. I was born here in the place where Etruscans were born. My grandparents were born here, my parents as well. So probably I'm Etruscan too. I can describe like this.
Yeah. And you are an event manager. Is that what was always your dream, or did that happen to you? How did that come into being?
René, I tell you a story. Because when I was a child, my mom usually asked me for my birthday, Sara, do you want a party or do you want a gift? Try to understand. My reply was always the party. So yeah, I always dreamed to organize beautiful events. It was something I really wanted. I did something different in my life, but then I decided to respect my dream. And 15 years old, I started.
So you stayed the party animal.
Exactly. Maybe the other description could be party animal, not only romantic dreamer. Okay.
Yeah. You mentioned it already. You are coming from nearby Volterra, is that right?
Exactly. I was born there, close to Volterra, one of the most famous Etruscan town that we have in Italy. It's beautiful. It's a place surrounded by hills, so very similar to Montalcino, the same feeling.
Yeah, there's some similarities.
Yeah.
The Etruscans, do they create a vibe? Is there some connection? Do you feel connected to them or to their lifestyle? Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yes, I feel very well connected with them because Etruscans were people very curious. They like to travel, to exploring beautiful land, but also to capture new ideas. And they really love celebrating games or also funeral, we have to say, because for them it was not just a goodbye, so just a passage and an interesting moment. So yeah, this is, I feel very connected with the energy of those people that also gave important institution also to ancient Romans. Yeah.
Yes, they gave a very big heritage to the Romans,
course,
actually.
yeah.
So you could say they enjoyed life.
Definitely, yes. Definitely, yes. They decided to come here in a place where you find a mix of hills, a beautiful sea. So the variety of this piece of land, I think that was very crucial for Etruscans.
Yeah, I think so too. The Etruscans, they already created big banquets, and therefore they must have been good at organizing it. So a predecessor about 300 generations ago of Sara must have been doing the same work that you are doing now.
Yes. Really, yes.
Yeah. As an event manager, what kind of events do you do? What's your specialty?
Yeah, so with my companies, we organize destination weddings and corporate and private events. So all over Italy, from Lake Como to Capri, Puglia, Sicily, Tuscany, of course, and Rome.
Horrible places.
Yeah, so I describe because we are very lucky and we are always inspired by this beautiful land. So we organize events where people have fun. This is my signature. So not the setting, decoration, okay, beautiful, but Mainly I want guests with a beautiful smile, and I want them coming back and say, okay, this is my fantastic experience. We like to design experience more than events. This is my favorite part.
I remember.
Exactly, you've been one of my guests. You've been one of my guests too.
2017, October 2000. Yeah.
October, end
Yeah,
October.
yeah.
Beautiful time,
Yeah.
beautiful experience. Yeah,
Well,
3 days together.
Yeah, absolutely. The most beautiful evening of that time that I have to describe this as a nice anecdote. We were all dressed up like in Commedia dell'arte style, and we were kept waiting in the hall of Teatro della Pergola. Then when we were allowed to enter, we were not invited into the seats, but we had to go on stage. And that's when it became clear, tonight we are the actors. So that was an experience. And there were great banquets already with crystal lights, I remember, and all kind of stuff. It was just glistering like in a fairy tale. And all of a sudden, when we were there and we were sitting there, all around us came opera singers right in between us, and they started to sing. It was an incredible experience. And then after that, we were dancing, and then all of a sudden, this group of guys, very athletic guys, in blue, came and jumped and danced and made saltos and everything, and everything in between all of us. So that was a crazy but beautiful experience.
Every time a surprise for the
Yeah.
guests. And this is what generally I like to do, to put the people a little bit outside from their comfort zone. Because a little bit outside from your comfort zone, the magic starts.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like to shock a little bit in a positive way my guests. So, yeah, this is what I like. Not just design a beautiful dinner, but something that touch more your soul. Yeah.
What is the most beautiful part of your job? What would you describe as the most beautiful part?
Exactly this, when I see their faces surprised. Yeah, so it's something that we feel when we are a child and we see a new game. So our mouths start to be open and wow. Yeah, this is what I want. This is my goal for events. And the most difficult part is to understand the emotions that people want. So their expectation, people is not used to express their emotions, their expectations. Sometimes they tell me that they want something, but they realize that maybe they want something else, or maybe something that they don't know. So I try to keep them outside.
They don't have the courage to ask. That's
sometimes, or sometimes it's more something that they think that is not for them. They don't have the courage to express that they really want them. So I help them to be outside, out of the box.
Out of the box.
Out of the box, yeah.
So Sara is not only an event manager, she's also a little bit of a psychologist.
Exactly, maybe, yeah. Maybe if you ask me again, who is Sara Mazzei, I can reply also.
Well, my second job is psychologist. Do you have any other passions? Are you a horse rider, motorcyclist, or boat sailor?
I love walking.
Walking?
Walking. I live among the hills, so I'm super lucky. I like walking and traveling. Because I like to meet new people and to be inspired by different culture and to come back with new ideas.
Yeah.
So.
And travel also all the time on foot?
I can try, but at the moment I use also other systems. So generally I like to travel a lot in the Middle East because I find very fascinating places. It's always.
Can you name some examples?
I love Lebanon, I love Israel, I love Turkey, because there are always places in between. Yeah. In between? In between different culture, different just on a border. No, it's we don't know if they're Europe, if it is Asia, is Middle East. So, yeah, I like that mix of people. Yeah.
Well, as you know, the origin of the Etruscan is still a bit of unknown, although they have recent DNA pointing exactly in that direction.
Exactly. And every time I ask me this, why, Sara, you are so in love with that piece of the world? Maybe the connection with the Etruscan?
Yeah.
Maybe.
according to Herodotus, it was the Phoenicians who were the fathers of the Lydians, and the Lydians were the Etruscans. And so Lebanon was Phoenicia, and Lydia was what is now Anatolia, but the Lydians were influenced by the Phoenicians, the Hittites, the Mesopotamians, also the Greek. So the greatest people on earth have formed them.
It's very interesting. It's very interesting.
But that said, there's a couple of other theories, and they all have their justification as well. So that's something that still is a kind of a mystery, and mysteries are good.
I think that it's interesting that we have something that we don't know 100%. So we are still exploring. So
people will keep coming to solve that mystery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So, did I forget something? Is there anything else that you would like to share with our audience?
I like to invite everybody to visit this area and to explore the hidden places that we have. Of course, the main town, but also to get lost. We live in a period where everybody wants to check in advance where to go. Suggestion for the other people, my suggestion is to get lost a little bit and to find the magic.
Yeah,
Behind
a place
the
like
corner.
this, Castello Banfi. Can you tell what is your connection with this place? Why did you choose it?
We organize beautiful events here, corporate and weddings and birthday. So for me, is the symbol of Tuscany. It's surrounded by olive groves, vineyards. It's on a hilltop. It's a castle, a hamlet. It's just an interesting combination, and I find it still authentic, not opulent. So it's just a good balance between the elegance and the historic place. Yeah. So for this reason, I invite you here.
Well, it's a very good invitation. I've been to many places in more than 80 countries already, but this is one of the most beautiful I've ever been.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for the interview. Thanks for your time.
Buonasera.
Hai organizzato te?
Certo che ho organizzato io. Sempre organizzo io.
Ci sono eventi proprio belli.
Esatto, come i miei.